Max, I believe you were saying that they had a really good chance to perform even better in this match.
Yeah, I was expecting a little bit better from that one. Like, they had a good high ground position up to the western side of Tap Mark, and I was expecting them to get good information, maybe a few kills along the way from the distance, especially they always tend to fight versus Execute in that position and kind of cancel out each other in that position, so very unfortunate run of event. But this was a pretty, slow early to mid-game stage. It really all break out when Circle did center up on Tap Mark and Cal in the northern side. Until then, you had a few shots going back and forth, but that is when Bigatron just full centered, like, you know what, we're going to go for the northern coastline, take the position, which they did try, but unfortunately they did die pretty early on in that game.
We had a couple of fights. Obviously, we had the full fights over on the west. There was like 4 or 5 teams over, basically trying to figure out who's going to swim over, who's going to go over the bridge. Like, we know we're all in trouble here. And then obviously on the far eastern side, everybody that had these big brain rotates that had gone around the north and towards Cal were just too late. The Bigatron came in way too late. Obviously, the fact is they have the furthest distance to go. They're down in Camp Charlie, so they had to come all the way up late. So everybody that was coming in late would just got absolutely nailed by the circle. And you can see 4 AM, this is where they were in. They were in Cal, and they're just picking everyone off that came towards them, in towards that area. RRQ and Footballists, I don't understand why Footballists kept trying to res out in the blue in Circle 5.
It's not good. You can't res in Circle 5. Like, Circle 4 may be the limit, but Circle 5 is impossible, so you should never really give it a shot. But then, of course, Loop's trying to get involved in the final moments. Carrillo trying his best, but unfortunately, this is the off angle just held down by one player of Class Digital Athletics to really mow them down. And then they were down to one player. It was going to be Federal, almost able to find that clutch moment. That was a hard one,
So close. Yeah, the nade that he just needed to cook it a little bit more. This is the moment you saw him doing, you're like, it's gonna happen. No. Yeah, but no, it didn't quite happen, unfortunately.